right, so welcome back yet again, and of course thank you to Jeff for taking us through the dailies. We apologize for that small technical hitch. Shiko Kaitani is my name, and of course welcome to another session of Rise and Shine, where we're all about life lessons. Continue to interact with us through those social media platforms at K24 TV on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. Now, today we are going to continue to talk about how important it is to build the right relationships. And in this particular case, the relationships that will help, of course, advance your career and build you in the long run. Now, many a times, the N word, known as networking, seems to intimidate or scare very many people. But today, Njeri Muchunu, a leadership coach, is actually in studio with us to motivate you to get out of your comfort zone and tell you why it's so important to build that network. After all, it is your net worth. Karibu sana.
Hi,
Happy New Year.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Yes, and thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yes.
I just feel like you have so much wisdom to share with us.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so today we have a very interesting discussion going on, and even as we start the new year, we're hoping that we can actually motivate our Rise and Shine fans to actually, you know, like I said, go out of their comfort zone to network. Why are people so scared about networking, by the way?
People are scared about networking. It's interesting because most of the time we tell ourselves, what do I have to offer?
Yeah.
Right? We always go with this mindset that if you're going to this networking event or you're going to meet people, I really don't have much to offer. So you're always on your guard and wondering, okay, what would I say to this group of seemingly professional, intelligent people? And then it freezes you.
Yeah.
Right? Because then you've already downplayed yourself. You thought, who am I? What can I do? What can I offer? Right. So that scares a lot of people. The inner critic in us is very loud. Yeah. So it tells you you're not good enough, you're not worth it, you have, what will you give? And networking is about you buying. So you're going to sell something, and then they're going to give you something. So in your mind, you're already thinking, hey, okay, how will I sell? What can I give these people that will be of value to them? Then perhaps if it's a career networking session, you're thinking, I have to get this job. So you've gone with a mindset that is already so scary, right? But you need to calm down and be easy. It's never that serious. You're worth it, and you really do have something to offer.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So for many people, the definition of networking is just simply talking to people. Is that really how you would define it as a coach?
For me, I would define networking as connecting with
not
people.
Not just talking.
It's not just about talking, it's about building relationships. You've got to remember that people only work or engage others who they like, they know, and then they trust. Right? So when you go for a networking event, be yourself. Let your best self show up. Just go there, don't pretend to be something that you're not, because imagine everybody else is taken.
It's true. Oprah said that. Yes.
So just be yourself. Be authentic. Be real. You'd be surprised how people are able to see true people. Like if you're authentic, people are able to see that and they buy into that. Go there with a story. Tell your story. Just be honest. I mean, people will listen to that. Don't go there with being on your guard too much. Be easy.
Because people can smell it out of you. But I like what you said, that sometimes we don't realize how simple it really is to get ahead, that people work with those that they like and that they trust. Despite you with your 10-page CV and your experience, if you're just not likable, it's unlikely that people will be willing to work with you or even take a chance on you.
It's interesting because even today, so many of us in Kenya have degrees. We've graduated, masters. People are now going for PhDs. The number of people with technical skills in Kenya is amazing. We have intelligent people, qualified people. But now, because you have so many of these in the market, who will I take and who will I leave? Right? So what is it that you will bring to the table that will differentiate you from the other people? If you go for a career networking session, what is it that is going to differentiate you from the other people who are there seeking jobs? Is it your technical skills? I mean, everybody has got that. So what is it that you have above everybody else? Yourself. You have actually taken time to network with yourself first, to find out who you truly are, to find out what your strengths are, and then give this to people, offer them. People see authenticity so that they can see, oh, she also likes to sing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? She also, and perhaps in our business, would like somebody who's fun, who can go take us to places where there's entertainment, who can sing at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
You know, something that is different, that is fun. Don't be embarrassed about your strengths, whatever they may be. Many of us are like, my strength, maybe I like to take care of kids, or maybe I'm so motherly, or maybe I'm so mushy-mushy, I'm emotional. So you tend to think that that's a weakness, but that's your strength. So show it off. Be proud of it.
You know, even when you just think about that word networking, sometimes it may be taken as me having to go only to the outside, but rarely do we think about networking in the existing environments that we already are in. Why is it so important for me to also network? Let's say I'm already here, I'm at K24, but I don't see the need of networking, you know, with my own colleagues.
You see, what we said, people work with people they like, they know, and they trust. Right? So at K24, they know you, or they think they know you. Do they like you? You can't be too sure. So for you to know whether they really like you, you've got to take time to connect. Connecting, what do I define as connecting from my perspective? Connecting is being interested in other people's lives, genuine interest.
Right. So it's not just hi.
It's not just about because we work together, therefore I have to. No, it's hi, how are you? What's going on? Like, what is truly going on? Are you okay?
How was the weekend? How are the kids? How was okay? Right.
Exactly. Taking time to value somebody else and find out what's going on in their lives, and not fake. You know, people say fake it until you make it. Imagine
no, it doesn't apply here.
No, just be genuine.
Yes.
Just get out of your own way. That's what I say, because we are in our own way. Sometimes we are so caught up in our own head.
And guarded. I think guarded also, because you also don't want, you know, the people around you to know too much about you.
And the reason we are guarded is because we are not confident. We don't know who we are. We need to know who we are and be comfortable in our own skin. There is no substitute for that. And that's what I said at some point. I said, network with yourself. Look at yourself. Right. Who am I? Am I comfortable with being who I truly am? Because if I'm not comfortable with who I truly am, then I'm selling fake. Right? So I introspect. I look at myself. Even in the workplace, for you to add value to others, right? You've got to spend time with them. You've got to know them. You've got to build relationships that last beyond the workplace, beyond what we can see, beyond what you want. You see, you're here to work, a job, right? So what happens then when the job ends? Can you count on these people? Will they be there for you? Not because you performed well at the job, but because you were a good person, someone who can be counted on, someone who can be relied upon. They can depend on you when they need you to do something for them. You might not be the A student, but that connection, you know, we are human beings.
That connection is what keeps you, you're memorable.
Thank you. Networking is not, we are not computers. This is the computer networking where they have to talk to each other because they have no choice. But for human beings, we have to talk to each other because we were created for relationships.
And that really does get me thinking, how then does networking actually help you on a personal level? As you, Njeri, how does it help you connecting with other people?
Let me tell you, the beauty of connections. I was there one time when you're being told to go for these networking career events, and you're like, oh my God, what will I say to these people? And then you'll be told there are all these people coming from all these countries.
There's like 5,000 people, you don't know where to begin.
Right? The thing is, at a personal level, if you go to network, and don't go with the intention to sell something, go with the intention to meet people, to get to know them, and to add value to them. Because once this is settled, then they'll want to buy whatever it is that you're offering. They'll ask you, oh, so what do you do after you've had a nice, fruitful discussion? So what do you do, Shiko? That's something we're thinking about in our company. Do you have a car? How can I reach out to you? Right? So at a personal level, it also helps you grow. It stretches you. If you go there with a blank slate, yes, you're looking for a job. Fine. That's a fact. Right? That's a fact. And you won't change. But just go there with the intention of meeting people and growing your life skills as well. How do I communicate better?
Right.
Listen more to people. We don't listen. You know, we just sit there and talk about what we are thinking is. You know,
that's true.
It's not a trait that we have actually mastered in our society.
Listening skills.
Listening skills,
right.
because in listening you hear even the unspoken.
Yes.
So when you're networking, go to these people and look at them, like genuinely take time and be interested in them, and you'll even hear what they're not saying.
Right.
Right? So go there at a personal level, you will meet extraordinary people because you took the time
to actually listen. Yeah. Otherwise, people just tend to pass you by, and opportunities are passing.
Amazing things. You're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even know people do such things.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So take time, listen, and then connect.
Right.
Connect the same way. Oh, so what do you do? So are you married? Do you have kids? You know, don't go there like, okay, I'm here, I'm looking for a job. Yeah, I can offer you this. These are my qualifications. I have 5 degrees. And
it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you. Okay. And now, when you've just actually pointed that out, that, you know, don't do this, it's not going to work for you. As much as we talk about how important it is to actually step out of your comfort zone to network, it's also, I believe, as important to know how to network. So would you say there really is a formula to networking?
Imagine.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the how.
Okay.
The what?
Yes.
Is you're going to meet people. The how is just to show up and be yourself. Imagine, I don't believe there are rules. The thing is, when we put so many rules and constraints in our lives, then we freeze. Right? Like when I come to this show, I come here and I say, I'm going to come here and I'm going to speak to Shiko and add the value that I can. And I hope that somebody's going to learn something from this.
Right.
But if I come with rules that at K24 they don't do this, they don't allow this, they don't. I'm like, okay, so what do I do?
Yes.
So the inner critic will tell me you're not good enough for this. So what are the rules? Right. Show up, be authentic, be yourself. Just relax, right? Another thing that I would advise you to do is get out of your head. You know, sometimes we are so caught up in our head, thinking and calculating about what can I give, what can I not give. Just show up. Yeah. Right? It sounds very simplistic, but showing up as your true self is not easy because then people will judge you.
Right. And you have to be willing to be vulnerable.
I think we should change places.
Right. Handshaker.
Can we?
I'm learning. By the way, in my next life, I shall be a leadership success coach.
Yeah, you go, girl. We can exchange when I'd like to be on your side.
All right.
Just kidding. But indeed, you need to be ready to be vulnerable.
Yes.
Be yourself. If it's to cry, cry. Right? Don't, because everybody says, if you cry, then you look weak, and then that's what the world says. What are these voices? Just because the world is saying that, does it make it true? Right? Be yourself. Be vulnerable. Expose yourself. Tell people, I was fired. I lost my job. People will be like,
that is the authentic you.
That is the authentic you. Don't fake it. Don't put all these facades that we're used to. Just show up as yourself. Imagine that's the one thing that I can tell people to go with. Okay. That's
and
the how.
Yourself. Okay. What about the pitfalls that we tend to make? I've seen guys do this and apparently, okay, fine, yes, it's a good idea, but what's the harm in me just saying, oh, hi, Jerry, and I give you my business card and then that's it, and say, oh, let's talk. I mean, is that really like, networking?
Seriously?
So, these mistakes, when do we get it wrong? And then we say networking doesn't work.
Yes, what I said, don't go selling. What are you selling? I mean, everybody everywhere is selling, right? People are looking for people who they can talk to. I remember I read the article the other day from one of the CEOs, and he said that he wishes that people will put their phones down just a little bit more, right? And spend time with the people that they care about and truly connect outside of the telephone. Yeah. Mark you, this is a CEO of a telecommunications company.
Oh, wow. Yes. The irony, yes.
The irony, because this person has realized the value of human relationships that cannot be substituted with a phone, right? the millennials, the people, the generation of today, what they're doing, they're talking more on the phones, and they're not having real life conversations. So when you get to a networking event, what do you say? You know, you can't send them a message, hi, what's up, I don't know what.
But funny enough, that's what we tend to do. Even at that cocktail party, you're always on your phone.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we have substituted human interaction with the telephones and stuff. So what I would say, don't treat people like they are gadgets, right? People have feelings. People have emotions. Talk to them. No matter how horrible. I used to have some very not so nice bosses. And I thank God for them because they taught me that no matter how bad I may seem on the face of it, I am a human being and you can get through there. So don't go there selling. Hi, my name is Njeri Muchunu. I'm in leadership. Here's my card. Call me. No. Go, hi, how are you? So what are you here for? Get to know about somebody else first. Because like I said, people like talking about themselves. Give them a chance to talk about themselves. Truly value them. And then once they're done talking about themselves, they'll ask you, oh, sorry, I've talked about myself for so long. What about you?
That's true.
Right?
Very, very true.
So focus on others for a change. Right?
Okay.
And then another thing, the inner critic, I said, that is the worst thing. That voice in our head that tells us you're not good enough. You go there, you criticize yourself and criticize others. Did she just say that? Look at her. How is she even dressed?
No, that's not connecting. That's not connecting.
You go there to judge everybody.
That's true.
Thinking that you're better than everybody else. Get out of your own way, you know, and be yourself.
All right. So when I decide, okay, fine, this year is the year that I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. And you know what? I'm going to try and make it work. I'm going to try networking. I'm going to try to mingle. I'm trying to bring my authentic self. What are some of the practical things that I can do to get started? Because you still need to do as much as, yes, I'm bringing myself to the table. There's still a few things that I could work on that will actually improve my skills.
Number one, know yourself. I mean, it is cliche. Because everybody is being told to know yourself. Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your values? If you don't know yourself, what are you selling? If you don't know what your strengths are, you need to find out your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities. And then you're able to go to a networking event knowing that if I'm asked my strengths, what I'm good at, will come out by itself. Number two, communication. What is communication?
Develop your communication.
Exactly. Develop your communication skills. Don't talk at people. Talk to people. Communication skills includes listening. Listen more. Listen to what you're being asked. What are they truly asking? Then number three, ask good questions.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Good leaders ask. Great leaders ask good questions. So if you don't go there armed with questions, for instance, if you're going for a career fair and then you have all these companies, what are you going to ask? If the CEO is there, what are you going to ask them? If you're not prepared, right? You need to ask good questions so that the feedback you get will then also tell this guy, hey, this one came prepared. They really know what they want. You know? And that helps you stand out from the crowd. Number four, be confident. There's nothing to be afraid of. Imagine. And I say, if you're afraid, go there and do it afraid. Right?
Do it anyway.
The thing with fear is that once you face it, it starts melting away. It's like the way you keep saying, get out of your comfort zone. When I started doing what I'm doing, I was afraid. Like, who's going to listen to me? What I'm good. They're going to think I'm a fraud. You know, because there's that voice, inner critic, that tells you you're a fraud, but deep down you know you're not a fraud and you're not faking it. So that voice, I was like, okay, so how am I even going to start? What did I do? I picked up the phone. I have all these contacts. Some I don't even know. So randomly I pick and I'm like, hi, my name is Njeri Muchunu.
I do this and this
I
and
do
this.
this and the other. And you'll be amazed. People are like, that sounds interesting. Can we meet? Can we have coffee? And I'm like, they actually said they
it's actually working.
Oh my goodness, it's actually working.
Wow, that's
and
great.
I kept asking them, why did you talk to me? And they said, there's something about you. You're just being yourself. You're just being honest. You're just being genuine. I'm not trying to sell anything. I really, truly want to know who they are. So get out of your comfort zone. do it afraid. It is okay. And you know what? Go the first time. Don't expect perfection. Okay. Right? Yeah. Go there, make mistakes. I call it failing forward.
It's true.
You fail and you're like, oh my goodness, I messed up. Tomorrow, you will be better.
That's true.
Don't be afraid of failure, because in the failure is where you grow. You know, I did it this way. And it wasn't the right way. So let me go back and try again a different way. So you already know what doesn't work. So now you grow as a person. You grow in your strengths. And you also grow in terms of the tactics. Okay. Right? Okay. So, yeah.
That's it. I wonder if you could actually leave us with a parting shot for those who don't feel like networking is for any stage. First of all, is it for any stage, any age? Yeah, that's number one. Number two, I really like this question that was actually brought up by a student, because at many times you don't think that if I'm in school and I haven't yet gotten that dream job or whatever, I mean, networking doesn't really apply. So what would you actually even say to the younger audiences who are watching, or those who are even studying and are still, you know, hopeful that they're going to get into the job market very soon? Why is it important, even as a student, to even network? And then we can wrap it up there.
Networking, first of all, we network every day at home with your parents. You're networking, you're talking, you're building relationships because you're growing. Yes. Right? Number two, networking is for everybody. If you're a parent and you have children in a certain school, right? And the other parents who have kids in that school as well,
you're networking.
You're networking. You need them because your kids are friends. So now you have to network. You have to be good to them. You've got to start liking each other and appreciating each other. So networking is across the field, in church. Everywhere you go, you're networking. Even when you go to the supermarket, you're networking with those people who, because you're buying one thing and selling the other and whatever. So that's networking. Another thing for the students who are asking about them networking and how they will grow even though they don't have their dream job. They don't have their dream job yet. But do they know where they want to go? For me, the first question I say, what is it that you want? Right. Even when you go for the networking career, what are you looking to get out of it as a person, right? And then what do you have to offer? You don't have your dream job yet, but you know what you're looking for. Right. For instance, I want to be a health coach, right? I'm not yet there. I'm still eating terribly and doing all the not so good things. Right. But I know the what. The what is in between is the how. Yeah. So you're going for these events so that you can learn and grow and know the steps to get to where you want to go. Right. So don't be afraid because you're not there yet. And then remember, you are enough and you have a lot to offer.
Wow, thank you.
You are enough.
Oh, thank you so much, Njeri. I really think that was so helpful. I love the fact that you're actually stressing on being your authentic self. It doesn't matter, but when you bring your true self, it really does show.
It does.
Okay. All right, so with that, we hope that you have been motivated this morning to step out of your comfort zone, bring your true self forward. And by the way, it really is going to work for you, because like Oprah says, be yourself because everybody else is taken. And with that, you'll see with time, I truly believe, just like the way Njeri said, that by the way, your network continues to grow and they're actually going to be so beneficial towards you and of course your career in the long term. A big thank you to our leadership coach, Njeri Muchunu, who came into studio this morning for Rise and Shine. Remember to continue to interact with us through our social media platforms at K24 TV on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter is how you can find us. Keep it Alpha Njeri because Interactive is up next.